Week 4 of the National Football League. And we'll see Zach Wilson. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Broncos and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carry.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Burks finding his target. It's Ward. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Burks. And this will be caught by Mooney. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Burks rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing Crowley has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That's taken it around the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing on 1st down. Burks. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deontay Hardy. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Take it at the 37. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
19 seconds.
To throw on 3rd down. Burks locates Mooney on the out route. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run with Hunt. And he coughed it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Kittle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stats going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off play action, Burks. And this one's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Burks. That's complete to Mooney. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Off the bootleg, Burks. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Burks. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there into the hands of Ross. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Williams. And he's got room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man open, and Tross. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by McManus is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. And he powers his way up past the 30. And quickly they get to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Burks. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And now they're in the hurry up. A final shot before break. Burks. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably hurt it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to throw. Burks. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's complete to Ward. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now and 13 for A.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. A gain of 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal from 28 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time,
so it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Burks. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They didn't want to crash in the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Wilson.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. It's Williams. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bears will get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Being checked. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They begin the drive with Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go. Set.
Now Wilson. The tight end Kennel has it on the left side.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's look along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters. Every 4 games and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work.